Hey there! Day 267 of life according to YoBo. I want to welcome you back as we're journeying to a life with no mess, no stress, and no BS. Wave your hand in the air if that's you. Thank God that is the way I live. Now we're going to learn some more. We started with the series, the Mattie Bertha Canton series, and it has evolved into something else I did not even know where this was going. I covered the story of my grandmother's murder. I had shoulder surgery, did not post videos for about a month, and I was getting calls and texts and inbox messages saying, YoBo, come on with more of the series. Well, you know what? It was already done. I was finished. But it's taking us in a totally different direction. I got a whole bunch of stuff for y'all. Now, let me see how many pages I have. Ooh, I got some good notes. 14 pages of notes. This is going to be good, so thank you. Day 267, let's roll with this. In the day 265 and 266 messages, there was a story of the woman who just found out who her daddy is. Okay, this message is for all y'all who don't know who your father is, or you got a no good baby daddy, or you have a no good daddy. Let's take out the no good baby daddies. I want to talk to the people who do not have a relationship with their father for whatever reason. Okay, as I think about this, and I think about the people that I know personally who do not have a relationship with their father. Let me keep looking down at my notes because I want to make sure I get this right. In every instance, this is just the people I know. Okay, now if you're watching and you got a no good baby daddy, YoBo ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the people I know. And I don't know that many people. I'm just going with the people I know whose story I know. Let me put that disclaimer out there, okay? In every instance of the people I know who did not know their father and they later found out the truth, either mama didn't tell the whole story or the person with resentment didn't know the whole story. It's one of those two. The child did not know the whole story, or mama was keeping her little secret. Just like the mother from the story on days 265 and 266. And I told y'all, I ain't mad at her. I wouldn't have told my child I slept with two brothers. I would not have told it. I wouldn't have told my child I slept with two men and didn't know who the daddy was. Y'all got to learn how to make up some lies now. If you don't want to tell your children the truth, tell them something just so they'll be whole. Don't leave them walking around wondering. Make up a lie and roll with it. That sure is what I would be doing. My version of the story, and as the country song says, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Sure would. Let me start with my family, okay? Because I'm always going to start with us first. Because if this truth don't work and don't apply to my own family, if it don't fix us, it's not going to fix you. Every instance, mama didn't tell the story or somebody didn't know the story. In my family, which I just heard in February 2015, the real reason my parents separated, I always thought because he was a deadbeat dad. Come to find out, my sister told me that our oldest brother told her that daddies started a business. The business was failing. Money wasn't coming in. They were trying to keep the business going. He was in between jobs. Mama needed to feed her kids. Mama went to the welfare office. They said, you can get aid, but your husband can't be there. My cousin listened to the message. She said, Yolanda, that is so true because I used to work at the welfare office in Watts. She said they actually had a shift that started at 9 p.m. They work, you know how most people work 9 to 5? They work 9 to 5 too, but they started at 9 p.m. and worked till 5 a.m. Their job was to pop up on somebody's doorstep, ring the doorbell. You better open up that door, ring, knock, whatever. One person would be positioned at the front, one person would be positioned at the back, just in case there was a man there and he tried to run out of the back door. That was their job, to go out and try to find a man in the house. If a man was there, the mother would lose the benefits. Well, my mother always did. I'm telling you, my mother was an honest person as far as I know. Mama didn't talk about nobody. Mama didn't lie. Mama minded her own business. She was just a quiet, sweet woman. Her name was Jewel, and that was her personality, just a jewel. Mama, they tell mama that the man can't be there, and guess what? The man can't be there. So now I find out that my perspective was wrong. Let me go on some other. There was somebody else that I know of personally. I ain't talking about nothing I heard. I'm talking about stuff they told me. Never had a relationship with the father, only to find out later that they mama was keeping a lie. The mama knew. The man she put on the birth certificate was not the biological father. The mama knew that. Now you got this girl going all through her life, 40 years wondering, why is it that my dad wants nothing to do with me? Carrying around all that baggage. And then when she asked the mama, you know what mama did? Mama want to play crazy, scratching her head like she can't remember. But she knew all along what she had done. That was my other friend that I told you about in the day 265 and 266 message. Her mother knew the truth. I ain't mad at her. I wouldn't have told that either. I'm thinking of someone else, a grown man, probably about 40 years old. Still don't know who his daddy is. And the story we always heard is that the mother wouldn't tell. And he says, if you ask him his dad's name, he say, my dad's name is Randolph. And I just thought that's what the dad's name was. But he would say he blanked my mother and Randolph. You get it? Randolph. Not Randolph, but Rannedolf. Randolph. So that's a little joke we have. I hope y'all get it. Let me move on. But his mother won't tell him. And after hearing the story about my friend's mother, I thought to myself, ooh, mama probably got a reason why she ain't telling who the baby daddy is. Then let's move on. There was somebody I went to school with. She and her sister found their dad 6 months before the man died. What'd I tell you? This man told a story that did not match the story that their mama told. She got married to a jealous man who did not want her interacting with her first husband. So she went someplace, didn't tell him where she was. Keep in mind, this is way before the internet. This is way before modern technology. And the man said, I've been looking for you. I've been trying to find you all. You just don't know how badly I've been trying to find you. What I just say? In every instance, either mama didn't tell the truth or somebody got the wrong perspective. If you are not in relationship with your father, first of all, let that go. Let it go. If either mama ain't told you the truth, mama not going to tell you the truth, or the way you see it may not be the way it really is. I'm going to stick to the moral of the story, my perspective. Remember what I said. Perspective may be right, may be wrong. My perspective could be totally wrong, but you know what? I'm going to stick with it. Mothers should not bring children in the middle of their mess. Don't be having babies with men that you're not in a relationship with. Go on and get your freak on. You ain't got to have a baby. But, tell your neighbor but. All the people I named, with the exception of that one man, okay, the rest of them, however they got here, by hook or by crook, I'm glad they got here. Because all of them have added so much value to my life. And that's what it's all about. It's all about you getting here. Some people, their purpose in life may have been to get you here. That's it. Their assignment is over. Because once you here, you here. You ain't got to have a relationship with your daddy. Now, you may say, well, YoBo, that's easy for you to say because you knew your daddy. Yes and no. I got to know my daddy the last 12 or 13 years of his life when I was there taking care of him. We had a different relationship when we had the role reversal. When he became the child, I became the caregiver. But let's look at some other people who didn't know their daddy. Charles Thomas don't know his daddy. And last time I checked, he was on the Supreme Court. He didn't let that stop him from being a high achiever. President of the United States, not president of the NAACP, President Barack Hussein Obama. He don't know his daddy. He met his daddy when he was 12 years old one time. One time. Daddy gave him a basketball. Never knew his father. Jamie Foxx don't know his father. Kirk Franklin, he don't know his father. The bottom line is they got here. And look at what they have done for this world. Thank God that Barack Obama's daddy came together with his mama in college and produced him. That's the way you have to look at it. You're an asset to somebody's life. Just look at me. I know I'm an asset to people's lives, whether they see me that way or not. I'm still an asset. Shame on you if you miss the opportunity to get to know YoBo. And it's the same thing if you have an absentee father or an absentee mother. That's their loss. Shame on them if they miss the opportunity to get to know you. That's their loss. You got to see the value in you, and you got to realize God got me here. He did whatever he had to do to get me here. Oprah Winfrey, she ain't tell the story. Her mama walked by the dad. The daddy said, you sure look good in that dress. And honey, she hiked that dress up, hiked up a leg. Daddy did whatever he had to do. And that's how Oprah got here. Look at all the lives this woman has touched. Educating hundreds of students in Africa. Look at the money that she has given. Educating men at Morehouse College, doing things that we would never ever know that she has done. And she was a booty call baby. What you tripping on, honey? You need to quit tripping and get on about your business. Make a difference in this world like so many other people had to. Child, quit tripping if you don't know your daddy. You ain't got to know your daddy. You know you. And that's all that matters. Well, you go ahead on and keep on living the blessed life. Let go of that baggage and go about your business. And don't be mad at your mama either, because she might have a secret she ain't telling you, and I ain't mad at her. All right, watch me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Order my books at YoBoProductions.com. Bye, y'all.